Every single day, thousands of drivers hit the roads across America without knowing that the rules have changed. And if you are one of them, you could be getting a ticket, losing points on your license, or worse, causing an accident without even realizing what you did wrong. The laws that you learned when you first got your license are not the same laws that are being enforced right now in April 2026. So before you start your engine today, you need to watch this entire video because what you do not know can absolutely hurt you. Welcome back to DriveAuthority USA, the channel where we keep American drivers informed, updated, and protected on every road, highway, and intersection across this country. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now because we cover the most important driving laws, road rule changes, and traffic updates that every driver in the USA needs to know. Today we are breaking down the major road rule changes that took effect in April 2026, and trust me, some of these updates are going to surprise you. Stay with us until the very end because the last update we cover might be the most important one for your daily commute. Let us start with one of the biggest changes that has rolled out across multiple states this April. Speed limit adjustments in school zones and residential areas have been revised significantly. Several states, including California, Texas, Florida, New York, and Illinois, have lowered the default speed limit in active school zones from 25 miles per hour to 20 miles per hour during school hours. This change was driven by years of traffic safety data showing that even a 5-mile-per-hour reduction dramatically lowers the risk of fatal pedestrian accidents involving children. If you are caught driving above 20 miles per hour in an active school zone in these states, the fines have also been increased. In California alone, first-time violations in school zones now carry fines starting at $350, which is nearly double what they were just 2 years ago. So slow down, watch for those flashing yellow lights, and give children the safety they deserve. The second major change involves hands-free driving laws, and this one affects drivers in nearly every state. As of April 2026, more than 38 states have now adopted strict hands-free only laws while operating a motor vehicle. This means that simply holding your phone at a red light is now a violation in many of these states. It does not matter if the car is stopped or moving. If you are behind the wheel and the engine is running, your phone must be completely out of your hand. Bluetooth, mounted GPS devices, and voice-activated commands are the only acceptable ways to interact with your phone while driving. The penalties for violating hands-free laws have also increased sharply. In states like Georgia and Washington, second and third offenses can now result in license suspension in addition to heavy fines. Do yourself a favor, mount your phone before you start driving and keep your hands on the wheel. Now let us talk about roundabouts because they are becoming more common across the United States, and a lot of drivers still do not know how to navigate them correctly. In 2026, multiple states have updated their driver education guidelines specifically around roundabout behavior. The rule is simple but widely misunderstood. Traffic already inside the roundabout always has the right of way. You must yield when entering, not when you are already circling inside. Failing to yield at a roundabout entrance is now being treated as a primary traffic offense in states like Colorado, Michigan, and Oregon, meaning officers can pull you over solely for that reason without needing any other violation. The updated guidelines also clarify that you should never stop inside a roundabout unless there is an emergency. Keep moving, signal your exit, and let the flow of traffic do its job. Another important update in April 2026 involves electric vehicles and how they interact with existing road rules. As EV ownership has exploded across the country, states are now addressing specific issues that were never covered in older traffic laws. One major change is the enforcement of EV lane rules on highways. Several states have updated their carpool and HOV lane policies so that only zero-emission vehicles with a valid green decal can use those lanes during peak hours, even if only one person is in the vehicle. However, the decal registration process has changed in California, Nevada, and Arizona. Old decals issued before January 2024 are no longer valid, and drivers must reapply through their state DMV to get the updated version. If you are driving an electric vehicle and your HOV decal is outdated, you can now be fined just as if you were in a gas-powered car with a single occupant. Check your sticker today. Let us also address one of the most talked about changes this month, which involves right turn on red laws. For decades, the default rule in America has been that you can turn right at a red light after coming to a complete stop unless a sign says otherwise. But in April 2026, several major cities have begun implementing blanket no right turn on red policies in dense urban areas. New York City began this shift a couple of years ago, and now cities like Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Seattle are expanding similar restrictions to hundreds of additional intersections. The goal is pedestrian safety. Studies have shown that right turns on red significantly increase the risk of hitting pedestrians and cyclists who have the walk signal. Watch for posted signs carefully at every intersection, especially if you are driving in a downtown or high pedestrian area. Ignoring these signs now carries fines of up to $250 in most of these cities. We also need to cover updated truck and commercial vehicle regulations that affect how other drivers interact with large vehicles on highways. As of this April, the safe passing distance for large trucks has been officially codified in more than 20 states. Passenger vehicles must now maintain a minimum of 4 seconds of following distance behind commercial trucks on highways, rather than the old 3-second rule. Additionally, when changing lanes around semi-trucks, you must ensure that you can see the full front of the truck in your rearview mirror before merging in front of it. Cutting off a commercial truck is now classified as aggressive driving in several states, which carries much heavier penalties than a standard traffic fine, including mandatory driving courses and insurance surcharges. One more change that every driver needs to be aware of is the update to vulnerable road user laws. Cyclists, motorcyclists, pedestrians, and scooter riders are now receiving stronger legal protection under revised traffic codes across the country. In states like Oregon, Colorado, and New Jersey, the move over law has been extended beyond just emergency vehicles. You are now legally required to move over or slow down significantly when passing any person on the side of the road, including cyclists, scooter riders, or anyone who appears to be in distress. Failure to do so is now a primary offense, and fines start at $500 with possible license demerit points applied immediately. These changes are not small technicalities. They represent a real shift in how American roads are being managed in 2026. Governments at the state and city level are responding to rising accident rates, increasing pedestrian deaths, and the growing complexity of modern roads that now include electric vehicles, delivery robots, e-bikes, and autonomous vehicles sharing lanes with traditional cars. The only way to stay safe and legal is to stay informed, and that is exactly what we are here to help you do at Drive Authority USA. That brings us to the end of today's breakdown of the major USA road rule changes for April 2026. If this video helped you understand something new or reminded you of a rule you had forgotten, please give it a thumbs up right now. It helps more American drivers find this content and stay safe on the road. Drop a comment below and tell us which change surprised you the most. We read every single comment and we want to hear from you. And if you have not subscribed to Drive Authority USA yet, now is the time. We publish regular updates on driving laws, traffic changes, and road safety tips that you simply cannot afford to miss. Share this video with a friend or family member who drives, because the roads are safer when everyone knows the rules. Until next time, drive smart, drive safe, and stay informed with Drive Authority USA.